What's up, you guys? I have a new setup-ish. Not really. I feel like I say this every time I leave for like a few weeks and then I come back. I'm trying something new with the lighting. I have a new light behind my ring light to like balance everything out, and it looks pretty good on camera, but I don't know how it looks once I'm editing this. So depending how it looks when I'm editing this, it depends whether or not you're going to see this. But yeah, the first time in a really long time I am dressed. I don't know, I felt like a fancy e-boy today, so that's what today's outfit is. Any koozles. I've come to terms with the fact that I upload every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, and that's my new schedule, I guess. Shit, like I don't even know, like I try really hard to like upload at least once a week, but I always procrastinate on my schoolwork. So I end up like having to do my schoolwork, and then oh crap, I didn't film or edit a video. So that's why sometimes I don't upload, well, majority of the time. But this is not the whole point of this video. Today I just wanted to give a little. I just wanted to talk. It's been a while since I've talked. I feel like I've been doing a few makeup tutorials, and I've actually recorded a few makeup tutorials, but I didn't really like the way they looked. I think it's because of the new lighting thing. I feel like I'm too close to you at the moment. But yeah, I also have a new like mics set up as well, so hopefully you could hear me more clearer and more like louder. I feel like sometimes my audio is a bit soft, but I don't know if it's because I've gotten used to like recording with a very soft voice, and I clearly don't know my camera angles because it always looks like I have a double chin, even though I don't. Like, I'm always like this. I don't know, I think I should just film like this the majority of the time. But yeah, I am back after 3 weeks of not uploading a video. I turned 21 this past month. I turned 21 on September, and it was very weird. And you know, all I'm gonna say is it's not a birthday if I don't cry at least once out of stress, panic, and anxiety. So yeah, my birthday was pretty cool. I'll put some clips of me drinking my first alcoholic beverage for the very first time, which it's not really alcohol. It's not alcohol. It's not. It's apple juice. So, yep. Um we celebrated in my house. We did like a little party thing. It wasn't really a party. It was literally my immediate family, which is 5 of us, including me, and we made burgers because my fat ass wanted some burgers. I don't really know any good burger places where I live, and the best thing you can get from getting a burger is doing them yourself, I guess. Not to throw shade at Whataburger, because Whataburger's pretty good, but sometimes you want a really good burger. And I honestly kind of wanted veggie burgers, but none of my family are really into that plant-based life, so we had meat burgers. I'm sorry. And we celebrated the day before my birthday, so I wasn't able to drink, even though I really don't find it that interesting to drink. Turns out I'm also a very light drinker, which is great because then I have a great excuse to not drink, even though I never really planned on drinking to begin with. This is something I told my mom. I'm like, I feel like if I really wanted to start drinking, I would have started when I was in high school. That's like when everybody starts drinking and experimenting. Like, I don't know if it's a Hispanic thing or like a Mexican thing, but boy, you start drinking by the time you're like 10, which is not a good thing. But it's the time where people are like, oh, you seem pretty old now, you should start drinking. But yeah, I was always that weirdo at family events whenever I used to go that like always said no to alcoholic drinks, and I feel like I have something in my eye. Oh, here it is. Here. I was always that little weirdo that said no. That said no to every like single little drink or like alcoholic beverage. Like, I was very straight edge. I was like, I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna smoke. And as soon as I turned 18, I started smoking. But I quit because I don't don't understand cigarettes, to be honest. They taste like ass. I don't know. You know, I used to vape when I was like 12, 13 back in the day when I was cool, but not anymore. I don't do none of that. Yep, I am pretty sober with everything. Anyways, yeah. We had a little party. We had homemade chocolate cake, which was bomb ditty. We had burgers, which were great, and my mom made some potatoes, and it was very good. I love potatoes. And we watched a movie, and it was great. My sibling chose the movie, which was very boring. They have very particular tastes in films. I feel like they enjoy films that makes them think, and I'm honestly surprised why my sibling is not like a film major. They really like to dive in and dissect films. Like, I feel like that's something we kind of share in common, but I like to dissect like the videography and the set. That's my thing. But they like to dissect the plot, which is like, that's cool. And what else? Yeah, that's basically it. And then my mom's birthday is a couple days after mine, so we went to eat as a whole family, and we celebrated hers and my birthday together because one of my family members really wanted me to drink, which is that clip I just showed, or I'm gonna put it in right now.
¿Se toma de a poquito? Alcohólico.
No está mal.
¿Parecen las mangoladas del bingo?
Tiene chamoy. But it wasn't really alcohol. It was apple juice, water. Yeah. There was these mango shots, virgin drinks, and I drank 2 on an empty stomach, and needless to say, it made the migraine I already had even worse. And yep, I feel like very sleepy and sluggish. I was like, ugh, how do people even drink this? But honestly, I downed those things like nothing, and yeah. Yep. They had like mango and chamoy, or like, and I was actually telling this to my mom that like I feel like I'm not really Mexican because I don't like chamoy on my fruit, or like chamoy on anything. I don't like chamoy at all, or like tajin on anything. Like I don't like tajin on my watermelon or oranges or mangoes. Like I don't. So I was like, ooh, with these drinks because they had like chamoy and tajin on them, and I was like, I don't know. That's weird. Like, I also don't like my like fruits with like lemon, and I freaking love lemon. Like the pico de gallos that I make, well, at least when I used to make them before I cut my finger, used to have so much limon, and it was beautiful. Anyways, what else has happened? But anyways, I've actually filmed plenty of videos, well, various videos. Varios? I don't know. I'm taking Spanish classes, so I'm mixing up my words, and I barely know how to speak, so yeah. I filmed a few videos, like getting ready with me, like type videos where I'm like putting on my makeup and speaking, because I know these sorts of videos are, let's be real, people don't like watching videos of people just talking, or at least the majority of people. I enjoy people like listening to people speak. That's something I've been doing lately. Like before I go to sleep, I put like a video of like people like speaking or whatever, like a podcast, or like not really ASMR because I really don't understand it, but like what yeah, I put videos of like people just speaking, and that relaxes me, and that makes me feel a little bit less lonely, which is a whole story on itself. But yeah, I wanted to make a get ready with me video because I like, it's something that you could see, but at the same time, if you're doing something, you could just listen to it. But I made videos of that sort to like talk about what's been going on in my life, and like my birthday and all that stuff, because my birthday literally was like 2 weeks ago, and it by this point it's like, who cares, you're already 21, move on. But yeah, I feel like all the times I filmed those videos, it turned really emo, but that's like my whole brand. But I really don't want it to be, because I don't want my videos to seem like, or at least when I'm talking about my mental health and all that jazz, I don't want it to seem like I'm romanticizing. Is that the correct terminology? I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to make my mental illness a thing or a trend, because it's not. It's something very personal, at least in my opinion. It's something very personal, and it's something that it's very different to each person, or at least how each person has experience with it. And I also really don't like speaking about it, because I haven't been diagnosed, and I don't want to be like, well, I have this, and in reality, if I go get like psychological help, turns out it's a different thing. So yeah, so I feel like whenever I start talking about, like, whenever I do start talking about like what's going on in my brain and all that stuff, I want to be very careful with the terminology I say, because it's not 100% correct if I do say I have something when in reality I don't. You know what I mean? Yes. But anyways, this time, like, usually like my birthday month, or at least like it starts getting closer towards my birthday, like the holidays follow after that, like it's really messy, and it really takes a toll on my mental health. And I am super emo. I don't even know if that's even the correct terminology to say, but I'm gonna say it. I'm very like, I start to reflect, I should say. I start to reflect on my life and my decisions in life, which is a whole different thing. But I start to remember how I used to be back in high school and how messed up I used to be. And I know I really shouldn't be reflecting back on the past, but that past is what shaped me to become the person I am today. And the light changed. It got cloudy. Yeah, like that was a very dark time when I was 14 years old. And to conclude this little random thought, is that I can't believe I'm still alive. I can't believe I'm 21, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I went to full depth about like how like weird it is for me to be 21. I guess I'll go a little bit into it, but as soon as it starts getting really sad, very depressing, and very triggering, I'll just switch to a different topic. But yeah, when I was 14, it was really messed up. I was like, I don't think life's for me, you know. I was already ready to like off myself, and I already had my like letter, and I had like, in my letter I had already everything like planned out, like my funeral and all that stuff. So it was very messy and very dark time, especially for like a 14-year-old. I feel like your early teenage years, like 12-ish, 13 to like 15, 16, are like the most like important years of your life. That's when you start to experiment with yourself and experiment with your ideology. You start to experiment with the way you think and the way you see the world, basically. And I feel like that period in my time I lost because, one, I was either on drugs, or two, I was too mentally unstable to like function properly. And I feel like now that I'm 21, well, I think you could kind of notice it in the past couple years. Well, you could notice it a lot ever since I started getting into BTS, that I kind of sort of am acting how a way a 15-year-old would, like fangirling over like a band or whatever. And I see it as something very innocent because I know that I'm 21, I'm a grown-ass adult, I know that fact. But emotionally, I'm like, ooh, it's time to use these emotions that I've never used before, you know? Like, what is joy? What is like feeling overwhelmed, you know. Back in the day, I didn't know what none of that was. The only emotions I knew were like being sad, being like ready to off yourself, or just being very angry. I used to be hella angry back in the day. I feel like that's a huge weight that has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm not as angry as I used to be, or at least I think I'm not even angry at all. You know, I've learned to like let go, forgive, and move on. And I feel like that's something that's very important. I'm just gonna stop that right there because then it's gonna get really emo. But I feel like I'm younger now. Like, even though I'm still pretty young, like I feel like I'm young. Like, I was telling this to my mom as well. Like, I feel like a 30-year-old soccer mom who is sitting in the bench as her kids play soccer and is just drinking her wine that she put into a little like flask thing, and she's just living her best life. That's how I feel. And it's crazy because I feel so old. I feel like I am like 30 and I'm only 21. Like, I wonder how I'm gonna feel when I'm actually 30. Like, I feel like living already 2 decades is a lot. And that's not supposed to sound emo, but it kind of did. But yeah. I turned 21 and that's crazy. Sometimes I will, like, if 14-year-old me could see me now, they would be like, what? Like, I don't think they'll be able to mentally process this since I was like so messed up. And I never really talked about the reason why I was so mentally messed up, and I don't know if I should or should not, because it's something so personal and something so like triggering to me, and it still triggers me. It's been like 7-8 years since what really messed me up happened, and I don't know. I feel like I've been wanting to like speak about this because this, like, making videos is a form of therapy for me, and I feel like if I speak about it, then I'll be able to fully move on about it, like move on. Yeah. Yeah, it was something very traumatic and something I don't wish that would ever happen to anybody, and I know many people have gone through this, and I know what I'm saying may sounds like weird, and don't worry, it's nothing like sexual. Yeah, it was something very traumatic, and I don't know, I'm still like coping with it to this very day, and I feel like now that I'm sober with everything, I'm like really processing everything. Like, it was like a couple years since I was able to like fully understand what happened. I guess I'll just say that it's that I'm still going through my stages of grief, and I feel like now I'm at that stage of like acceptance. And for the longest time, I used to be like so confused and just very angry at the fact of, I'll just say it, this person, someone close to me passed away, and yeah, it traumatized me. It left me really messed up to the point where I was like, you know what, there's no point in living, which sounds pretty dumb. I know some people are gonna be like, bro, that's dumb. That's like some Romeo and Juliet type shit. But yeah, it was very intense, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But I feel like now I'm starting to able to accept and move on the fact that this person passed away and they're never coming back, and it's been 7 years, and I feel like 7 years to like mourn someone is a really long time. So yep. Anyways, I don't know what else to talk about. I just really wanted to get this video out there because I really haven't been uploading anything, and that's the videos I wanted to upload were basically just me talking about this. And yeah, I feel like I'm in a role. It's been a while since I've been able to like fully talk. I think I just missed being able to talk to someone, and bro, my guy, you're special to me, so I really enjoy these little talks that you and I have. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up and share. And if you guys like to see more of my face, please do subscribe to my channel, make new videos each week. And if you guys like to follow me on any social media page that I may have, they'll be linked down below. I'm very active on my Instagram, by the way. Please go check that out. Yes, that's where I post all my updates or whatever, because I don't have the YouTube community tab just yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. I know there's probably going to be a few things that I wished I would talk about, or things I wish I could talk a little bit more in depth in, but yeah, I honestly don't know what this video was. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!